state your name and country.
My name is Morgan Kreitz. I'm from Michigan.
Erin from Canada.
Charlie from Lexington, Kentucky.
I decided to come abroad because it's my second time abroad. I actually went to Ireland for 4 months last summer, and I really liked the experience, and I figure it's a once-in-a-lifetime chance. So I chose Australia because it's always been a goal of mine to get here, and what better time than when I can spend 4 months here.
I chose to study abroad to see the difference between Canada healthcare systems and Australia.
Usually when people ask me this, I always say I wanted to come to Australia because of the beaches, the cool cities, like interesting culture, stuff like that. But I think really the reason I came is because I wanted to get away from the norm of my everyday life, and the best way to do that was to actually leave the country and go travel somewhere abroad.
Since studying abroad, I've gained a lot of knowledge on different cultures, and I've gained a lot of really good friends, and I've gained memories that'll last me for the rest of my life.
Lots of new relationships and friendships, and lots of new experiences with traveling and traveling alone.
I think the biggest thing that I've gained is realizing how similar people are just around the world. Even though this is across the globe, when you meet people and talk to them, you can still kind of tell that everyone has a sense of humanity that you wouldn't actually get unless you went across the world and met different people.
I love studying abroad because it's just a really cool, unique experience that you can't get anywhere else. And you make friends with people that you would have otherwise never met, and you can continue on with those friendships, and you have different people all across the globe, and it's just an unreal experience, so I needed to do it one more time.
I love studying abroad because it's really chill compared to the Canadian education system, and I really like all the opportunities that they have for you to discover new cities and to build new friendships.
I love studying abroad because I've met so many people who are in the same position as I am, who have the same mindset, values, ideas, but I've also met so many people who don't. And so it's interesting to have that mix of different people while also going around and seeing a bunch of really cool places.
Struggles that I've faced during my exchange program abroad probably would be the time difference back home and communicating with my family. I miss them a lot. I'm also in a long distance relationship, and so that's something to keep up with. So that's been a little bit of a struggle, just basically missing home.
I think definitely missing home, but I actually miss home a lot less than I anticipated. And I think just the struggle of getting used to the climate here.
Some of the biggest struggles I've had, they're not much because this place is not really much of a culture shock really, because it's, you know, a Western world country. Everyone speaks English, but sometimes my credit card doesn't work and I can't get a cheeseburger at 12 a.m. like I want to sometimes, so.
I would recommend studying abroad to anyone ever. It's just the best thing that you could possibly do for yourself, and you really grow as a person. You get to know yourself in a way that you never thought you could know yourself, and you really just become like who you're meant to be, I think, when you go abroad.
Yeah, 100%. I recommend it. Just the experience in itself and leaving your home, if you've never done it before, it's a great opportunity to make you feel comfortable because there's so many people in the same situation as you. And like the university offers so much support throughout your journey.
Always. Totally recommend coming abroad. So I think that this is the only time in my life that I'm going to actually be able to live somewhere abroad for more than a couple months. My job, my family might play bigger roles in prohibiting me to do this, but right now I'm in school, I don't have a lot of responsibilities. It's kind of the perfect time to actually travel when I'm young and have these crazy, cool experiences. So on the subject of making friends, I think it's actually easier to do it in an environment where nobody knows who you are. Every other experience that I've had, I've always had to maintain a reputation. I've had a stereotype of myself just from who I was and the connections that I made previous. Here, I'm a totally new person, and so it's kind of a liberating feeling that you have being in an environment where you can just be a totally new person and make yourself out to be who you want to be.